Blues Tube? I'm back again. I got one last video for 2025. I got a Marine band in the key of C. We're playing second position today. So we're in the key of G. C harmonica, second position, key of G. Best to get a piece of paper and a pencil. Got a metronome. Those can be useful. So we got a Gerry McCain style lick today. This lick comes from WILLIAM Clarke. I got it from a video of WILLIAM Clarke playing a tune called Steady live. Steady is a Gerry McCain, classic Gerry McCain instrumental, blues instrumental. Gerry McCain has got a lot of cool tunes. He's a good harmonica player, good singer, good songwriter. If you haven't heard or listened to him, you should definitely go check him out. Listen to this song, or listen to Steady. That's where this lick idea comes from. So let's go through it. There's two parts. It's kind of like a call and response lick. And I've got the rhythm written down right here. You'll notice the red numbers, the whole numbers that are in red. And I've got these stars down here indicating where these go to. So anytime you see a red number or a different color number, that means it's on beats either 2 or 4. In this case, 4, 2, 2, 4. So altogether, this phrase in totality is 3 measures long, and would be best if you're going to play the whole thing together, you're going to do it in a section of 4 bars or 4 measures. But we can break the lick down and we can create a ton of different licks out of this little lick. And another thing I liked about this is you don't need a bend. You don't need to know how to bend to play it. Now, if you do know how to bend, you can definitely add the technique in there to make it a little bit more spicy. And you'll see on the 3 draws, I've got this little arrow above them, and that indicates what's called a dip. And it's kind of you're slightly bending the note down and then releasing it. And it kind of adds a vocal-like quality to the note. And it kind of takes it away from the, just the staleness of the plain note. Not that there's anything wrong with it, and you can play it both ways. But if you can bend and you know how to bend, add the dips on your 3 draw, and you're going to sound more like your favorite harmonica player. But here's the lick all together. That was without dips, and with dips. All right. So let's learn the first part of the lick and get that under our tongue before we add on the second part. The second part gets a little tricky because it's got some triplet notes in it. But the first part, we've got a 3-note pickup starting on the beat, the and of 3. So 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Or a quarter note rest here. 1 draw, 2 blow, 2 draw. 3 draw. 3 draw, 2 draw, 2 blow, 2 draw. And then the 3 draw and 2 draw. And the whole thing. right? Without dips. All right. Now the second part of the phrase starts on the and of 1. So you've got this right here is beat 1. This is where the phrase starts. Let me get the notes here for you. So we got 2 draw, 3 draw with the dip, 4 blow, 4 draw, triplet, another triplet, 3 draw, 2 draw, 1 draw. And then 1 blow on beat 4, and then a 1 draw, downbeat of the next measure. And this is a 3/4 warble or a shake. And honestly, I should put a little dip mark on that too, because that's going to sound good with that. So we'll do that. No dips. Okay, so there's a lot of good stuff in here. There's all these notes are existent in the major pentatonic scale, which is a scale that you should know. And if you don't know, maybe I can do a video on the major pentatonic scale sometime. But that's where all these notes come from, except for this 1 blow and the 4 blow. So take that back. Not all the notes come from the major pentatonic scale, but most of them. All right, so we got the lick down. One of the things I wanted to show you guys, and I've talked about it in previous videos, is this idea of chugging in between your licks and how you do that. So chugging itself kind of works, it's for a shuffle rhythm. The chugging pattern, we're playing a 12-bar blues with a shuffle rhythm. So the shuffle rhythm, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I'm snapping my finger on beat 2 and 4. Let me mark that on my little, I got my other whiteboard out. We're doing dueling whiteboards today. So this is our 8th notes. The star is beats 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay? So we're going to do a similar thing when we're chugging. On beats 1 and 3, we're going to be doing inhale chords. And then on beats 2 and 4, we're going to be doing exhale chords. So I got this drawn up, and we're going to be using that shuffle rhythm. So like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this way will be for a blow, and this will be a draw. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And how you want to, make the chordal sound is up to you. You can articulate it with like a ta, or you can, use more breathing from your diaphragm, like a kind of like a cough. Or you could tongue slap. So, however you want to do that is up to you. The main important thing is you're getting those chordal tones in the right place. So, again, on beats 1 and 3, you want inhales, and 2 and 4, you want exhales. 1 and 3 inhales, 2 and 4 exhales. Put it up here, and I can point. Put a metronome to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so with this chugging stuff, it's important that you get that pattern ingrained in your mind or in your body and your ear before you start trying to add licks with it. So if we go back to the lick, I'm going to get rid of this for a second. Let's think about where we are in relation to the beat. So here we've got, again, we're picking up on the and of 3, and then we're playing single notes until we get to beat 4 here, and beat 4 here is going to be 2 exhales. So I'm just going to draw that in. Now beat 1, let's see if we can get an inhale right there on that rest. And then when we come back to this side, we can fill out with chugging until we get back to there, right? All right, let's show that chugging pattern and with the lick. So you can hear how I'm adding in that pattern underneath the lick itself. So the important thing to do when you're trying to get that chugging pattern is you have to understand, at least in your ear or visually, whatever works for you, where those chugs fill in. And again, it's important. 2 and 4, exhale. 1 and 3, inhale. So I'll use my hand again. 1, 2, 3. All right. And try to throw that chugging pattern in there. Let me play it with the backing track. And I've got this backing track. I'll have it linked in the description. This is MCCD Sessions, Walking Shuffle Blues in G, and I've got it slowed down to 85%. 1, 2, 3. So that's the chugging pattern with the backing track. And, you know, you can do that with a band, or, you know, you can make it a solo thing. 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's just a little bit of, you know, something you could do with this phrase. Maybe I can do another video at another time, kind of going over some, you know, improv ideas, building off of this lick, and even using more chugging patterns. But yeah, that's all I got today. Hope you guys had a good holiday. Have a happy new year, and thank you so much for checking out my videos and listening to me talk about harmonica. If anyone's interested in private lessons or anything like that, please get a hold of me, either email, Facebook, Instagram, even on here on YouTube. I don't know if there's a messaging feature on YouTube, so maybe not YouTube. Yeah. Have a good one. See you next year.